Goodness gracious. Are we on yet? All right, let's get on board here. Good afternoon. My name is Russell Mays. Of course, this is my podcast, Radio Russell, at podbean.com. You can check my book out, Fear Profits You Nothing. Of course, you can get it on amazon.com. Check it out. You'll like it. Topic of today's discussion. This is very interesting. The reason why I say remove your governors. A few things happened with this particular topic. I tried to log it into, and this is what Google is doing. They're starting to censor this kind of stuff. They wouldn't let me pull the topic up. I had to go through my VPN and go into Google Chrome, and the Internet Explorer is not working. It's asking you for all these security reasons, and it just wouldn't let me in. So I had to go a roundabout to get logged into it to pull up this particular topic. So they're starting to censor all this kind of stuff. Our governors do not want you back to work. The ones that truly, honest to God, have people's best interest at heart are the ones that are trying to open up the country, or at least their states. The ones that are afraid and scaredy cat to open up their states don't want it that way. They love their power so much that they don't want to relinquish it back to the people. That's what happens with socialism and fascism and communism. Once you give them power, they will not want to get rid of it. They will never give it back to you. They will find some kind of an excuse or some reason. Never in my lifetime have I heard so many excuses and reasons of fantasy. And I do mean it's pure fantasy on this coronavirus. Now, people ask me, what do you mean by fantasy? Well, let's really take a look at it. Our governors say that we have to shove you into your home and lock you in there for your own safety because we might have an epidemic or we might have a pandemic or we don't want you spreading the virus around to millions of people who might have it. I've never heard the word might and possibly and if and oh my God, it might happen so many times as I am hearing it now. Oh, if we let everybody go back to work, we might have a second wave. Second wave could be coming. It could be disastrous. Everything's could or possible or hope or maybe or something like that. No facts whatsoever. I'm tired of this. Remove your governors. If you have to, pull them out of office. Do a recall. Vote them out of office. Get your states back open again. There hasn't been one hospital overrun by the coronavirus. And they're going to say, oh, that's because everybody was doing what they're supposed to do, staying at home. No, it's not. If that was true, then they wouldn't come back and say, well, we don't know how many people actually have it. And people could be walking around giving it to everybody because they don't know they have it. How do they know this information? How come they're scaring you with this stuff? I have people making masks, friends of mine making masks because they want to be safe. And you know what they're finding out? They're finding out they can't breathe in these things. The other thing that's happening is they're not talking about how to make these masks. People are putting masks on and breathing in fibers from the products. It's better just to get a bandana and put a bandana over your mouth. What is wrong with you people? I guess I'm going to be the lone wolf and the lone voice in the wilderness, or whatever, what they call John the Baptist. I'm not John the Baptist. I ain't nobody, to be honest with you. But good Lord, people, come on. Stop it, will you? Get some balls about you. I don't want, I'm sorry. Anybody that says, oh, we got to make sure they're talking another month of this crap. But they're not talking about another month of paying you money. They're only talking another month of you sitting in your house not making any money. But they are getting ready to pass another stimulus for themselves. You're not going to get any money. Nobody else is going to get any money. Everything is going to be circumstantial now. Oh, we'll give you a tax break at the end of the year, or you won't have to pay your taxes on your check. Wait a minute, you're not getting a check. If they really were honest to God, truthful about helping you out, they would do one of two things. They'd put us all back to work and open up the states in the country, or all the state taxes and the federal taxes being collected should go right back to the people. So if you go into a fast food restaurant and you pay $10 for a meal and a buck of that is taxes, that money should go back to the people. It should go right in the coffers and right back to the people, saying in form of check or payment. If they were honest to God, truthful about what they want to do. It really, honest God, drives me nuts. I'm not even getting mad. I am dumbfounded at the stupidity of the people believing what the press is putting out there. How many doctors can they yank it? And I'm telling you right now, I've seen 1,000 doctors being touted what kind of certificate they have. You don't know who these people are. But when they come on, they say exactly the same thing, spewing exactly the same stuff that all the other ones were saying. They forced Dr. Oz to backtrack about him opening up. They've got him by the cojones now. Same thing with Dr. Phil and, Dr. Mark Siegel on Fox. He's an idiot. I'll never listen to a doctor if he's the epitome or the apogee or whatever on the pinnacle of professionals. That Dr. Fauci and Bricks, those two that are in charge, Trump better dump them like hot potatoes. Now they're talking they have a vaccine out there right now, ready? Are you kidding me? They're scaring people by telling you that the hydrochloroquine is bad for you. It's going to kill somebody. Are you kidding me? That drug's been given to people for 50 years with no problems. Why are there problems now? What is wrong with you people? We're talking the worldwide. Countries are closing their doors to the world because somebody got sick. They better do that every time the flu comes around. They better do that every time cancer comes around. They better do that every time somebody gets into a car accident. If you people cannot see what they're doing to us and to you personally, and you're bowing down to it, people are making points about, well, how can people do that? Look what Germany did to the Jewish people. And not only to the Jewish people, to all the other prisoners they took in there. Those people were so brainwashed that they stood in line waiting to be shot in the head. Think about that. You're a mother with your child in arm, standing there watching them shoot your child, and then they turn around and shoot you, and you allow them to do that? That's what's happening with this. I'd be bent to say, I want to see proof of this virus. Call me up. Take me to a hospital. Show me the virus. Nobody, I have never seen one person with the virus. I hear about people who know people, but never anybody that has it. Everybody I talk to, and I do mean everybody, and I'm online worldwide, nobody has says, I have the virus. I have friends that say, oh yeah, my friend had the virus. And they called the hospital and they said, just be, stay at home and don't worry about it. Well, how in the hell do they know they got the virus? Because they called in, took some stupid test on the internet? Oh, I've got a fever. Okay, you got a fever. Take some aspirin. Chill out. It's the cold. What is it? What are you people doing? We're talking, this is April 26th. This is April, folks. This started in January. The Democrats and the media did not talk about it until after Nancy Pelosi did her impeachment thing. And when they found out that didn't work, now they're using this. And I'm going to tell you, call me a conspiracy theorist or what, that's what they're doing it for, because there wouldn't be one, how do I want to say that? Any politician that truly, honest to God, cares about you would not worry about putting money in for the endowment of the arts or something for NPR or something for the JFK Center. Monies that have no bearing or meaning for the people. But there's stuff in this place. People will say, well, why would they do the JFK? Well, did you know Nancy Pelosi is one of the head board members on the JFK Foundation? That means she gave money to the foundation through that stimulus bill because she gets paid for being a board member on the JFK Library Foundation or whatever it's called. She's getting paid from that. I think that right there is a crime. If she's taking taxpayer money under the national emergency issue and giving it to herself, that's embezzlement and fraud. If she's getting money from the government to pay to the foundation of the JFK Center, and she's the head board member of that JFK Center, that's fraud. She's taking money from our pockets, paying herself in the national emergency situation. Why are they allowing her to do that? She needs to be arrested. She needs to be put in jail and charged with fraud. And that goes along with anything else they're doing that, with the NPR, with the National Endowment of the Arts, all that stuff. All that money should go to the people to help them out. Now they're going to push it off another month. We're sitting at what, 41 days under shelter in place? No money coming in, and they just passed another $450 billion. And it's called the Paycheck Protection thing. What does that mean? I have friends that are supposedly working that aren't working because they're under furlough. This Paycheck Protection just came through. Company got the money, and then they dumped them. What are they going to do about that? No. I'm going to tell you right now, that's a major problem. So what are they going to do? What are you going to do? Do you really, honest to God, want this to continue on? Or do you want to start pushing for recall notices on governors? Let's recall them all. Get Governor Cuomo out of office. That man needs to be thrown out of office. Statements here. This is from The Hill, from a Governor Larry Hogan from Michigan. The chair of the National Governors Association has said he will be very cautious in reopening his state. Think about that. He's the chair of the National Governors Association. Think about that. The National Governors Association. That means there's a group of governors getting together to see who's going to do what. As chair of the NGA, are you concerned, I guess this is a question that was asked, that many of those other states we're seeing now open, like Georgia and Oklahoma, that they're moving too fast? That's a question by ABC. George Stephanopoulos. What an idiot he is. Who's in control of this country? You or the media? The media scares the governors and the politicians so bad because if they say the wrong thing, they're going to make them look bad in front of the people. And the people, 25% of the people are stupid enough to believe this stuff. That's why they are all tongue twisted and afraid to say anything. That's why you have Nancy Pelosi eating through her false dentures. And then you have what's her name? AOC, who's definitely on another planet. This scares me if this is the quality of our political leaders that we want running this country. Look at it like this. If you have a teenager, and I know a lot of you do, why don't you turn around and hand your debit card to them and say, here, you control the money the way you want to use it, any way you see fit. I'll just go to work, deposit money in my checking account, and you can have fun with it. You can do with whatever. That's exactly what they're doing. We are the parents just gave a blank check to our children in office. Oh, please help the country out. Here, have an open checkbook or a blank check and write whatever you want to. Have whatever you want to with no consequences whatsoever. Nobody's asking what happened to the $2 trillion of the last one. No one's asking about what happened to $750 billion, the one before that. Nobody's asking these questions. Nobody's investigating these questions. Why? What are you people doing? Remove your governors. Your governors have no balls. Maybe that's what I should make the title. Your governors have no balls. And I'm telling you, and it's very, very true, they don't have any balls. because they will not open up their states unless they get permission to open up their states by the ones that are telling them how to run their states. And those are the other governors, i.e., Cuomo and Newsom in California. Those are the governors that are telling everybody how to run their states. The only ones that do have balls are Georgia and Oklahoma and some of the other ones that are opening up their states because they told them all to go jump off a cliff. Oh, Lordy. Then you have, what's her name? Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer. She extended her nationwide exclusive order, or statewide exclusive order through May 15th, with some adjustments easing restrictions on boating and golfing. Are you kidding me? She got popped because of her stupidity. That's why she's saying, I'm easing the boating and golfing. When you could go to any of the grocery stores in that state and people are shoulder to shoulder, rubbing up against each other. And I don't care how much spray bottles you spray on these carts. You ain't doing diddly squat because you better be spraying down every inch of that store. All the cereal boxes, all the packages, everything that's being touched. This is the lie that's been pulled over your head to blind you to the truth. The truth is, the virus isn't that bad. The virus is going to be around for a very long time, and there's nothing we can do about it except for treat it like a cold, like everything else, and get better and get over it. They keep telling us, well, we don't know how many people have had it out there. Well, you don't know how many people have had it or has it. So what are you going to do? Take a person that might have it, stick them in their house with their family, and that way everybody in the household gets it? Please. You people actually have taught our children how to be dumber than they are. Now you got them at home, and how many of these kids are actually doing schoolwork over the internet? I'll guarantee you they haven't tracked that at all. If you have 40 students in one class and you tell them all to go home to do their homework, if mommy and daddy are not there watching over the shoulder, making sure they're doing it, I'll guarantee you there's 10 kids actually doing it. All the other ones are playing video games or whatever they're doing. So you've just made a good 70% of our children stupider because of your stupidity. Whew. I don't even know. I can't even sit here anymore because you can't tell people this. They have to learn on their own. And anytime they want to find out what's going on, they either believe it or they don't. And the ones that believe it to a point of fear, what are you doing out of your house in the first place? If you're that afraid and scared that someone might have it, don't leave your house. I have a 92-year-old mom who's got more balls than a lot of you out there. She's cautious, but she wants to get out of the house too. It is unbelievable what these people are doing to us, and we allow it. If you don't say something and speak up and go join these protests to open up this state, or any state actually, then you deserve to sit in your house with no money, because they're not going to give you any money. And then they're going to take your house, then they're going to take your kids, put them in foster homes, and have the state teach them on what they're doing. And they're going to bust up the parenting team and tell them that you're no longer a woman or a man, and you're a eunuch, and you're going to be slaved into the factories. All right, enough of that. I vented, so because I vented, I'm out of here. My name is Russell Mays. This is Russell May, or Radio Russell Podbean.com. Pick up my book, Fear Profits You Nothing, on Amazon.com. It's a good read. You'll like it. Catch me again. I'm sure I'll be having myself a good chat with you once again. You take care now. Bye-bye.